and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams all tied after 1. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
They hand this off to Harris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready, set.
Second down, back to Sanders. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down.
19 Tiger.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Got a man. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A give to Harris. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw, Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Smith catches left side. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, 28 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now here's another carry for Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off play action. Pickett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon. On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Pickett sets up play action. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick-6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick-6?
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And that last pick-6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Pickett going to bootleg it.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down.
He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
It's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
There he goes left side. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Detroit Lions and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Miami. This one taken just inside the 10. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little past there. Call it the 26.
Down.
On play action, here's Tua. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but, Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 at a time for the Miami first.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they come up now, second and goal.
Come on, set.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit! Amon-Ra St. Brown, 45 yards. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Tua. Oh, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no comeback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's go.
Tua now on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Lions 14, Dolphins nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Lions 21, Dolphins nothing. Jack Fox to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is? It could be for the game the way that things are going right now. I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carry that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
He's going to go up top again. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
On first down, it's gone. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 45 on second down, Goff, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
First down, Detroit.
Here's Goff.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Goff.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Goff on first down. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17 and able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 30. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the...